Okay, welcome back. Um, my favorite paint of all time is Pop of Color, and this is pure white. It is, in my opinion, the best paint there is. And we're going to paint the glitter because we don't need glitter right here. Okay, you know what? This is the wrong brush. And probably would have been easier if I set up the tape first and then did the glitter, but I'm all about doing what's the easiest, and this is the easiest way. Okay, I am sorry I'm not talking, but I'm really concentrating because I do not want to get paint on the tape because I don't have blue paint to fix the mistake. Okay, I know you're probably thinking, well, you can see the difference between the white paint and the tumbler where there is a gap. And that is true, but the thing is that, remember that line we did at the very beginning? And this is where the line's gonna go. So, it's not gonna be a big difference because the line would go right there. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, it's gonna take about a week for it to totally dry and be ready to apply. And that's one thing that is a downside to not using resin, is that when you use molds, it's gonna be longer because resin is just 12 hours depending on what kind of resin you use. And that's gonna take a week. But to me, I think it's worth it. So I don't have to deal with all the bad health effects that resin has. Okay, so I'm gonna let the paint dry. And when the paint dry, I'm gonna come back and do 3 coats of dishwasher safe Mod Podge on the tumbler, and then we will do the waterslide. So I'll come back after I do all that. Welcome back. The tumblers are all dry. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut off the excess tape. So you're going to take the knife, go along the edge, And then we can okay, and then we can take the tape that's inside out. Okay, and you see there is no more tape. It still needs to be cleaned up by sanding, but we'll do that later. So the next step is we're going to take our water slide and we're going to measure it. But first, let's trim it. Okay. Okay, to make this water slide, this is a pattern that I created. And then I just printed onto the water slide paper. And I sprayed it twice with Krylon clear glaze. I just sprayed it twice. And that will keep the design onto the water slide. Okay, so we all trimmed up. Then I take the tumbler and then I wrap it around to see so this last strip here, it's going to overlap, because if you do this, see it overlaps the last strip. So we're going to cut that off. And it's still going to overlap because you do want to see the blue tape, but you do want to see that, but we'll cut that off as when the water slide gets onto the tumbler. We're not going to worry about it. We're just trimming it so it's easy access. And if we look down, I could trim this off right here, but that's okay. We'll leave the little extra. And then for the height of the tumbler, we have a little, and if we include the trim here, we probably could trim that off. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, that looks good. And the height, you see that we're still going to end up trimming up more, but this is too much, so we'll wait till it till the water slide is on so we can cut it off. with the knife. So everything looks good. So let me go get some water to soak the water slide in, and we'll proceed to put the water slide on, to wrap it on. I'll be back. Okay, I have hot water from the tap, and we're just going to put in the water slide, and it's going to roll up as it gets wet. And since I didn't have a container that has the whole thing, we're just going to continually get all of it wet. And we'll know when it is ready to come out is when it starts separating from the back paper. Okay, while this is getting wet and getting ready, I will pause you and come back when it's ready.